r/AskReddit, hardware store workers, what is the most I just committed murder purchase you've ever seen? Oh my god, that's terrifying. Did you hear anything further? And could you explain the reasoning behind them being in the same aisle? Sorry. Have a camera pointed at that aisle. What's a contractor bag? I once bought 4 bottles of bleach and a wire brush with no other items. The checkout lady didn't laugh when I said it was hard to get blood out of tile, lol. I did pretty much the same thing once, but I was actually trying to get blood stains out of grout. Seriously, save yourself the time and effort. Just replace the grout. You should have asked her for tips. Women know how to get blood out of anything. You should use peroxide. My hardware store did sell to a serial killer about 20 years ago. He ordered rope and a specifically short amount of chain and wire that was sold by the foot. He later used those to strangle his victims. After he was caught, recipes were found from our store. Police came in, showed the picture, and my boss confirmed he had bought the stuff. What recipes did your store have for him? Doodle orange. Cream body. Corsicles. A long time ago my mom worked as a manager at a local Ace hardware store that sold guns and ammo. She had a story of a guy that came in and very urgently wanted to buy a gun and 1 bullet. She refused him. Hacksaw. A woman had killed her lover and stuffed the body under the bed until she could dispose it. After she was caught, the police came by to confirm she bought it from us. 24H weight? But I'm angry now. Had a lady once buy a bunch of plastic wrap, duct tape, and bleach. Swore it was for spring cleaning. Cleaning out her husband. Well yeah, the ground is softer, you can get those dead bodies buried now, have to clean up. In my spare time I'm sometimes a stagehand. Recently I had to buy plastic tarps, duct tape, and zip ties for a production. I didn't think about how that would look until the obviously very new cashier was like, that's some collection of items you got there. LMAOO, did you explain? Hopefully. I bought a murder kit for my friend's birthday from the dollar store a few years ago. The cashier didn't care at all, but the guy in front of me was looking worried. Details please. What's in a murder kit? My husband bought me one as part of my Christmas present last year. Don't worry, I don't even know you. Damn. The rest of these could have logical explanation, but this one takes the cake if she really did murder someone. Which she did, lol. I swear, this dude bought a shovel, gloves, bleach, and trash bags. I low-key thought he was starting a murder spree. Did you tell him he was forgetting the heavy-duty tape? I went to Walmart and bought condoms, lube, duct tape, a padlock, bath towels, set of sheets, a cheesecake, I like cheesecake okay, and some other things, and the cashier said, I hope you have a wonderful honeymoon. I'm single ASF. What the fuck? I love it. Reminds me of a time in college my buddy went to Walmart and bought a case of Busch Light, birdseed, and a box of .22 LR. The cashier laughed. Large axe, cheap tarps, bulk box of duct tape, and an air filter. Less murder than theft, but my Ace hardware had a no returns policy on bolt cutters. A lot of customers changed their mind at the till when informed of this. I saw a guy steal a bunch of toilets on my shift once. No shit. You mean toilet seats or the actual toilet set? I'm just picturing a goofy looking guy with a pallet full of toilets making a run for the front door. I work for a call center of a farm type supplies, and I had a guy call and order some buckets, a tarp, and some like 5 pairs of gloves, and made sure that these were shipped to his office, not home. Duct tape, nylon rope, 2 cinder blocks. Nylon rope was a rookie move, it sticks around and floats. Should buy thick jute rope. Dude's tying down his Cessna, obviously. You work retail enough you don't even notice. The person could roll through with duct tape, a chair, a large metal wash tub, 2 bags of quickset concrete, and a bag of zip ties, and it wouldn't even slow down the cashier except to roll the bag of concrete over to get at the barcode. Click, click, click. Will that be cash or debit? Bye-bye. Tarps, thick rubber gloves, heavy-duty painter's coveralls, face shield, chainsaw with extra cutting chains. Like remove the chainsaw and pretty normal for a painting project, add the chainsaw kind of sus. It like the time working in general retail. Toaster, extension cord, and bath salts. Not hardware, but very related. I was an Instacart driver once upon a time, kind of first when they came around. I received an order once for heavy-duty contractor garbage bags, bleach, Lysol, and 3 bottles of DOM Perignon. I assume they had to clean up evidence and then celebrate. If I'm correct, Instacart is straight to the house, right? That's scary. Not a hardware store but a discount chain. I testified on the validity of video footage of the murderers buying rope, shovel, gloves, and the items to bury the body. These guys used a brand associated only with that chain of stores. Pretty easy to trace the tools back to where they were purchased. Wait. They did murder somebody? More details please. Dead giveaway. No pun intended. No murder stuff but I helped quite a few people build homemade pressure cooker moonshine stills. Also sold a lot of drain cleaner used for making meth. When my family owned a hardware store we, unknowingly, ended up selling a handsaw to a guy who later used it to cut up the body of his girlfriend he murdered. A couple of us ended up having to testify at his murder trial to help prove premeditation. I never ended up following the trial any further but I think he was unfortunately suffering from a mental breakdown or illness. Thank you for sharing. Some of the comments here are actually wild. I had a guy buying 4 sections of black iron piece and 8 end caps. I can't say he was definitely making pipe bombs but who knows. Toilet paper, hot sauce, condoms. They sell hot sauce and condoms at your hardware store? Had to buy an axe cause fireplace. There was a football game on in town and the train station was packed. I walked through on my way home from work with the axe, head wrapped up. But I had a rucksack with work tools, which consisted of gaffer tape, rope, crowbar, collapsible spade, work knives, new hacksaw, other random tools. There was police everywhere. I didn't realize till I was on my way home on the train, as I forgot what I was carrying. Not a murder, but a woman once came into Fleet Farm in the middle of the workday in a very nice business suit. I rung up for her a castrator, pliers and one single bag of bands. I asked if she wanted to put it on a farm sheet and she said it wasn't for farm use, completed her purchase in cash and walked out. It was not spring, when sheep castrating usually happens, and she was what I would call highly agitated. I watched the newspaper for a while after that. THA would have been a really bad stop and search. Walked up on a guy who had opened different boxes of contractor bags and was holding them up to his torso to compare sizes. Asked if he needed help and he said no, he had found what he needed and left with a box. I worked in a sporting goods store in college and a man asked me to help him find a duffel bag for someone about your size. That could be taken a few different ways, but he was creepy and made me uncomfortable. 2-inch PVC cut in foot-long lengths, double the number of caps, glue, and a bucket of roofing nails. Cashier asked me what to do. I said none of my business, let him check out at self-checkout. Later on did the same at a store 100 miles away and they called the cops on him. Don't know what happened after that. Don't get paid enough to care. Can you please explain why this is suspicious? I don't get it. Not a hardware store worker, but I did some work for a mine once. They had huge stores of lye, tailings ponds, and waste rock dumps that would rapidly change, like several hundred feet of burial. I always wondered how many bodies were there somewhere. I work electrical. Let me call sometime who can help you. Duct tape. I hardly remembered the transaction until 2 police officers asked me for a description of who purchased the tape. They found the roll at a nearby bank robbery and tracked the parking lot cameras to me, helping them LOL. Not a murder but potential future death. When I worked at a hardware store years ago, a guy came in looking at netting and said he wanted something really strong. He told me his wife was pregnant and planned on giving birth at home, and he was going to hold a net under her to catch the baby. I didn't know what to say. He ended up buying a big fishing net with a handle. One of my first days at my job, a group of teenagers came in to buy a tarp, shovel, lighter, and rope. Best case scenario was some weird camping supplies, worst case was a cheating day went not good. Guy came into a store I worked in for bandages. He chopped up his wife and cooked her and rubbed the skin of his hands cleaning the carpet. Worst part was it was his wife that was the offensive smell. He was also my neighbor. Link. Contractor bags, hacksaw, shovel, quicklime. I work in Detroit so we keep them all in the same aisle. Did a young lady in Timberlands tip you when you recommended a nail gun? Hello everyone. Thanks for sticking to the end of this video. I really appreciate it. I just wanted to humbly ask you to subscribe to the channel. According to my statistics, 100% of my viewers in the past 28 days are not subscribed. I have always wanted this channel to reach 1000 subscribers, and if you want to support and be a part of that, subscribe. It's free and it's an awesome way to support the channel. Thanks again. Reddit glitch out?